Hello, this is Matrix, and welcome to episode number 4 of the TECHUB Talks. Today we are here with Sith Does Discord. He is TechHub's official meme lord, or what is your title?
Meme Tsar.
The Meme Tsar. First of all, where does your name come from? Sith Does Discord.
Well, that's actually a rather humorous story. Well, not really. Well, it is to me, but probably not for anyone else. When I was a wee little lad from a few years back, I was normally quite annoyed at people and quite angry with people, frankly, because they used to pick on me a lot. And so I earned a little nickname of Sith. And, well, I was also obsessed with Star Wars at the time, and Sith became my Minecraft username when I used to play that religiously, and then that kind of stuck with me for every other game I've played. Sith, short, sweet, simple, and then in I mean it's well then of course I started playing War Thunder about 2 years, nearly 2 years ago, and I decided to go with this does Tank Tat 1, and then I learned of the might of Discord, and then I decided to go with Sith does Discord. I mean, I like Star Wars, not as much as I used to, but I can't be bothered to think of a better username, so I just go with this.
Okay, so we've decided that we're going to play a little game of Tank Realistic, or Combined Battle Realistic, 4.3, Germans. And so while we play this game, I'm going to be talking to you and asking you some questions.
That's
First of
perfectly
all,
fine.
your title in Discord, memes are. What do
Ah,
you what is your title? What do you do as
I
the
create I create juicy, spicy memes. That's what I do. That's literally all I do. I create memes and I destroy other people's memes by telling them that meme is big gay.
okay? Um, so here's some questions about War Thunder. When have you played? When did you start playing War Thunder?
It was January 2007. No, was it? Yes, January 2017. I started playing. So
That wasn't
almost
too
2
long
years
ago.
ago.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're a noob.
what do you mean? I'm level 96. Be quiet.
Okay. So I see you have the Panzer IV-H, and you said you already gone up the tree to Germans in the German tanks. Where exactly are you at in the German tanks?
I'm currently just finishing off the got 9k RP left on the M48, and I already have the KPZ-70. In fact, I've got all the tier 5s apart from the M48, and the reason why I'm using the Panzer IV-H is because I actually didn't spade this thing. I rushed straight through to the Tiger, created a terrible loadout, and I grinded through all the other tanks at a much later date. And I just
So,
never
so
got back to
you
grinding.
spade your vehicles out.
Um, Depends on how much you like them. I mean,
Uh,
this
do
thing,
you have
I
them
mean,
all spaded in the tree, or do you
God, no,
just
I really don't.
okay?
There's some that I do have spaded that I've played religiously, like the Sturmgeschütz 3A, some of the Panzer 38s, and the um the Tiger H1.
Oh, that's a question I haven't asked yet.
Hmm?
Your accent. Where are you from?
Yes. I'm from the Midlands, the West Midlands to be precise, from good old Britain.
Oh, okay. I've heard some things about the Midlands from other British users. What is it like there?
It's actually not bad where I live. It's quite nice. It's quite a nice area. I mean, we're moving in a couple of weeks, and that'll be countryside right on our doorstep.
Ooh,
So that's awesome. I do love a bit of countryside. Who doesn't? Relaxing.
is countryside like just the term countryside, or like actual place called countryside?
Um, like fields and stuff. You got
Okay,
nice farmers' fields. You got hills. You got. It's gorgeous. It really is countryside.
okay. So we got a British boy here. Somebody mentioned about a book.
Aha! Tales from Anger. It
Yes.
exists in this immortal world.
I watched the European Canadian video where he interviewed you about your book.
Indeed. That
Mm-hmm.
was a doozy, alright.
Mm-hmm. So I know the book's out. You've got it on Amazon. Hopefully soon to be. You might have it on Google Store and a couple other
If
places.
Google ever applies.
Yes. You're working on book number two, and this is
Indeed.
book number two. I think if I remember correctly, you planned on 6 books in this series.
Nope. 11.
11.
Yes, big series.
Yeah, big. Yep. Um, Give me one moment. I missed. Sorry, I'm shooting my KV2. Um,
Ah,
so
figured.
what is this second book about? It's a continuation of your main character. I think his name is Sith, right?
Seth.
Seth. Okay.
Yes.
How's that
Take
going?
Seth MacFarlane, but take everything out of him but the first name.
So, how's the second book going?
Quite well, actually. It's going quite well. It should be out by the end of next summer.
So this is fantasy meets.
It's fantasy. Fantasy has decided to invade a bit of steampunk, and we're throwing in some horror there for some fun. And of
Uh,
course, we have the comedy elements that always stays true.
yeah, the comedy thing is probably going to be the funny part. Hmm. So the second book is going well. Um, so when you started playing 2 years ago, what country did you first start off with? You know, your
I
free gold
started.
vehicle, planes or
I
tanks?
started with Britain. I started with British ground vehicles in arcade to start with.
How was that? Your your
Well,
first week of War Thunder. How was that?
that was amazing. You see, I wanted to play a tank game for so long because I've always been obsessed with tanks, and
Mm-hmm.
I saw War Thunder and World of Tanks. I played a match of War Thunder, loved it, and I played a match of and then I decided to go over and try World of Tanks. I hated it. It was repulsive, and
So
then I decided to stay with War Thunder.
my last two guests, I think my last three guests, they all started with World of Tanks and then moved over to War Thunder. So you're saying you're the opposite?
Yeah, I decided to compare the two games, and I much preferred War Thunder. It looked better with the graphics, it had much better gameplay, and just generally better content. I mean, look, we've got naval ships now, and helicopters as well. I mean, World of Tanks, a World of Warplanes, a World of Warships are three separate games. War Thunder, you slap them all together, and then of course we're waiting for World War mode as well. Just
and
think
and
about that.
and even helicopters now.
Yeah, helicopters. It's amazing. They're adding so much great content.
So how did you get into your fascination, or maybe even like how do you tanks itself, or War Thunder? Like
Well,
a
that
young
starts
lad
off.
over there in Britain,
Well, I
just
used to go to a lot of air shows, and my granddad as well. He was part of the. He wasn't a pilot. He did national service, and he once told me the story of the first time he ever saw a tank, which was a Centurion Mark 10, and he said how large and intimidating it was, and I thought, wow, that must be awesome. And that's how the fascination started.
so your dad talking about tanks and stuff.
My granddad, yeah.
Okay, so no national service for you, no army.
No, we don't have national service in Britain.
So you never joined the army or anything like that.
No, we don't have that anymore in Britain. I won't
Okay.
even be allowed to anyway.
So I'm gonna ask you a couple questions about your feelings on maybe updates or what you want to see in the game. So we've been having updates. It's been confirmed we are getting Italian tanks by the end of the year. Is there
Excellent.
anything? Is there anything you're looking forward to?
Things I'm looking forward to is just seeing what the Italian top tiers are going to be and how interesting that's going to be. And also maybe even getting some Italian ground pounders. Now, I don't know much about planes, apart from a few British ones here and there and a couple of German planes.
Maybe the Spitfire.
Oh, of course, the Spitfire. Who doesn't know about the Spitfire? But yes, I am generally looking forward to seeing what more vehicles that the Italians get. Especially the armored cars. Gotta love some armored cars. But I'm also looking forward to seeing what else the British get in terms of content, mainly the ground forces, because we're missing so many awesome vehicles, like the Staghound, and possibly even the Ferret with the ATGMs.
Mm.
But yeah,
So you're
in
you're
terms,
definitely looking forward to the new Italian tech tree.
yep, I even pre-ordered the Liancello before that was even a thing. Oh, that's a 50 cal truck.
You didn't pre-order the new. What is it?
No, I
The new
no, I'm
SPG.
no, I currently lack the funds to do so, but I'm going to grab it at Christmas probably, if it's any good.
It's not going to be half price, so I probably won't be grabbing it.
Yeah, that's a big pity.
Anything you're looking? Any like mechanics in game that you'd like to see? And your feelings towards mechanics that just came out, or anything like that?
I damn love smoke. That stuff's awesome. But I guess one mechanic I would like to see mainly for ships is the ability to like, do you know when a ship's in distress and it fires off a flare? I think that'd be awesome to see ships be able to do.
Like send
Because
up
I
a
think
flare.
even it, yeah, and you could even be able to customize the color.
Ooh. I never
So
thought
that's
about that. That's really
that's
interesting.
that's a thing that I don't think many people would mind to see. I think that'd be
Uh,
quite nice.
One of the things that I wanted to see in game was like I know it would be kind of like cheesy gameplay, but like observation planes, planes without guns.
That'd be interesting. Maybe
Uh,
able to spot things like a light tank.
yeah, be able to spot things and actually earn money in RP while spotting vehicles.
Oh, that seems quite interesting. That'd be a fun concept, especially with so many awesome types of spotting plane as well.
There's so many planes that we can't get because they don't have weapons on
Mm,
board. This would solve that.
yes, it would. It really would.
Um, what else would you like to talk about?
Well, I mean, I'm not fussed in what we discuss, really. I mean, there's always, tell you what, the future of War Thunder. What do
Yes.
you think is going to be announced at the next Gamescom? Because I have the sneaky feeling that it's either going to be Rank 6 jets or something else quite awesome.
I've watched a lot of the videos on Tech's channel, and I'm kind of looking forward if they would like to the Swiss tech tree.
Yes, that'd be quite that'd be interesting. It'd really be interesting, especially seeing the STRV 103. That would be an awesome vehicle to see. Hmm. Yes, that's an.
Besides that, yes, rank 6 um, jets would be the next thing that we would probably see.
Give me a Hawker Hunter. Another one. And some of the V bombers. Gotta love me some Vs.
Okay, so a couple questions I haven't asked about are: do you do your daily rewards, your dailies,
Um,
your war bonds, and stuff like that?
I don't do war bonds at all. I find them rather tedious. And I also find it tedious when I lack a gunner.
So,
Thanks, M10.
I don't know about you. My squadron actually does the war bonds every day, where every war bond and every daily we do. We basically do them as a group. Um, so everyone in my squadron, well, in my little group of players that I play with, we all have KB2Bs now.
Oh, you make me jealous.
Well, you
Thing
know
is,
that you
I'm
get
too busy
premium
to.
vehicles now.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know, but the problem is, I'm just too busy. I don't actually have the time to do war bombs either. I mean, I'm not always at home playing War Thunder, but most of the day I'm at a farm doing work there. Well, not work, but education.
yeah. Somebody told me a rumor that you actually have a girlfriend, and she plays
Oh
War
yeah,
Thunder.
Yes, she does. She's a better pilot than I am, and this makes me sad. Now, I'm not
she
saying I'm a good pilot. I'm really not, but that's the sad thing. She's a better pilot than I am. So yes, there are girls who play War Thunder, gents. You're not. Don't worry.
there are
You're not
some.
alone. Yes, a few and far between, but that's because we haven't kidnapped the rest. That's small boy.
How are you doing up
So,
there in your Romanian duck?
dying spectacularly from team killers.
Yeah, actually, you are.
I don't have anything left to spawn in, but on the plus side, I am in a house, so that means I'm home for tea.
Ooh. So you
Congratulations.
definitely like tea above my coffee.
Yes, tea is better than coffee. Coffee's good. Don't get me wrong, coffee's good, but tea is something else.
So I was going to ask about ships. So what's your do you like ships? Have you played ships?
Ships are nice. I mainly play tanks, as I say, and ships are just the little PT boats. Playing those could be damn annoying, but when I was in the, cause I was part of the alpha
Mm-hmm.
testing, and I will definitely say that playing the light cruisers and destroyers was so awesome. It was
Okay.
honestly
Let's
incredible.
see. Before we go, is there anything else? So like one of the things I was asking, or I was going to ask, is what's your favorite tree? What's the thing you play most often?
That is going to be, and I'm actually going to check my own player card for this just to confirm this. That would definitely be the German tech tree. Love some ground forces. You can call me a wereaboo or whatever, but don't worry, I am not one of those. I like the Italians, the British, the Americans, and the Russians. The Russians are great to play as well. But I mainly play low tier, not as much high tier anymore. Just find it too tedious.
Okay. So in the description of this video, one thing I wanted you to do is maybe post you know, I'll pin a comment. You know, you can put the link for your book in there.
Ah, thank you. This makes me happy.
So anyone who's interested in buying your book, uh, can just click on his link. Definitely would like that. I think that's about it that I was going to ask. Um, Anything else you would like to talk about? Your book, your
God,
memes.
God, if I talked about my memes, we'd be here for an eternity.
If anyone is interested in seeing Sif's memes, they can join the Discord and just be there
Browse
when
through
he's on,
any
and
channel.
yeah, he'll.
Browse through any channel. They're in every channel. Sometimes I use my watermark, sometimes I don't. But I never repost anymore. I'm always creating memes. I do not
Okay,
believe in the cowbelly stealing the memes.
I think that's it. We only played one battle. That wasn't bad.
Yes, we did.
Um, if there's nothing else, would you like to come back to the show maybe like 6 months from now, or see how your
Yes,
ideas have
definitely.
changed?
See how my ideas have changed and see how more I suck.
This is going to be a weekly show, once a week for the Discord, the Tech Hub members. Next
Yes.
week is episode 5. I'm hoping to have a special guest next week of Bad Mofo. He's one of our administrators of the Tech Hub. He is well known in the War Thunder community and on the War Thunder forums. Bad Mofo. Um, if we don't get him on next week, I'll have to choose somebody else. He is in the middle of getting a new computer installed in his house, so I don't know how comfortable he will be playing with a brand new computer that he's had less than 5 or 6 days. But I'd like to thank Sif Does Discord for being
Yes,
on the
and
show.
I might as well say one last thing. That being about Tales from Anger Book Two.
Hmm.
Just as a little thing for everyone out there, especially those Tech Hub members. Those who I know quite a bit on the Tech Hub Discord will be getting character cameos in not only this book, but in other books to come.
The 11 book series
Yes, that could get bigger. We don't know.
should be fun.
Yes.
Thank you for everyone for listening. I will catch you next week on Tech Hub Talks. Thanks for joining us. See you next week.